This week we have an exciting Sedra Behalotcha. Behalotcha is exciting because it has a couple of different components to it. We start off with the lesson of the menorah. We then move on to hearing about when Bnei Israel face a war or face a troubling time, how they blow on large chatzosos, large horns. Sedra then goes on to tell at the end the tragic story of Miriam, Moshe's brother, who speaks to Aaron about her brother and is punished with tzara. It's an exciting Sedra. This Shabbat, don't sleep through it. Make sure you spend some time with your Chumash learning the Sedra well. In the beginning of the Sedra, we learn about the mitzvah of the Kohen lighting the menorah in the Beit HaMikdash. This happened every single day. The command that's given is that the Kohen should go up and light the menorah. Now, it doesn't sound too intriguing at first, but when we look at the word used for lighting, we don't find lahadlik. If you remember the bracha that we make on Hanukkah candles, right, we talk about lahadlik nero, right, to light the candles. But here, that's not the word used. The word used is behalotcha, which means to rise up. We're all familiar with the word aliyah, to go up, to rise up. The question that's asked is, why is the word behalotcha, to rise up, used as opposed to just simply to light? Rashi's bothered by this question as well and gives two different answers. The first one, he says, is that it was the flame that rose up. The Kohen had to ensure that when he lit the menorah, he lit it in such a way that the flame rose up by itself. That was when the mitzvah was completed. That's Rashi's first answer. His second answer is that it's referring to the Kohen himself, that there was a platform. The menorah was pretty high up, and there was a platform that the Kohen had to step up to light. Behalotcha, you shall go up on that platform to light the menorah. Two different approaches, and while they seem to be very similar, they're really approaching two different areas. Let's look at it carefully. The first explanation of Rashi, Behalotcha, meaning that the flame should rise up, focuses on the object of the mitzvah, focuses on the menorah itself, the flame. While the second explanation, that refers to Aaron stepping up on the platform, refers to the Kohen, to the one doing the mitzvah, the Gavra, versus the Chefza of the mitzvah, which is the flame. Classic explanation in Rashi's two different comments on why the word Behalotcha is used. The overall lesson, though, really teaches us an important idea. And that's the question of, what does it mean to be a Torah-observant Jew? Is it referring to Shmirat Shabbat, keeping Shabbat? Is it referring to keeping kosher? One that wants to be Torah-observant, what's the level that they have to reach? And that's what this word Behalotcha is explaining. Behalotcha refers to the person itself, that the person must rise up. That's Aaron. And that's the lesson we gave last week in the Sota, that we talked about, that before perfecting the object of our mitzvah, whether it's a beautiful etrog or making our synagogue nice, we have to make sure that ourselves as the individuals are perfected. At the same time, Torah observance requires a special attention paid to the detail. The command itself is specified in a certain way. In the case of the menorah, it's that the flame has to rise up on itself. And it's not merely enough to pay attention to ensure that you yourself are perfected. The attention to detail must be there also, and we have to ensure that the commandments are fulfilled exactly the way that they were told to us to be fulfilled. An attention to detail. Both components, making sure that the individual is perfected and making sure that the mitzvah is done in the perfected manner, with attention paid to detail, are what's required for the Torah observant Jew. Shabbat Shalom.